Hi, this is Zak Mir with the US Chartbreakers here at Zak's Traders Cafe for Thursday, the 16th of October. Starting with the S&P, which managed to negotiate its way out of that rug pull that we had at the end of last week, and really not far back off where we were before, at least at the start of the month. So on the right side of 66.50. The view at the moment is that probably need to see an end-of-day close through the 6,700 level to be perfectly calm about the prospect of a move higher up to the top of that April rising trend channel as high as 69.30 by the end of next month. You can see there's been an RSI 50 plus rebound there, which could be a decent leading indicator for this market in coming days. Obviously, always aware of the possibility of hitting that 50-day line at 65.50, which is basically post-September support for this market. But it is interesting that even with the rug pull, we didn't actually test that 50-day line. We were too strong to test that line. Moving on to the Nasdaq, and here picture is that we were too strong to even head down to the 24,000 level or the 50-day line now at 24,078. Another RSI 50 rebound there, which explains the bounce we've had. Looking for 25,500, perhaps as soon as the end of this month now, maybe 25,700, actually the channel there from April heading there, and then for the end of next month as high as 26,400. So the Nasdaq kind of back on track really after the rug pull from last week. Moving on to the stocks, and an old favorite in the form of Dragonfly coming up next. If I can type out the letters, and here it is. You'll see that we had our second target there around the $1.63 level. Above that, third target up to $3, and that's what we're looking for on this particular attempt. On the upside, you can see that we retraced at the beginning of the month, but bounced above the bounced above the falling 200-day line, but rising 50-day line, and that has given us a second spike, hopefully $3 on the cards by the end of this month, while we're on the right side of the previous target there, $1.63. Evax is next, which is actually known as Evaxion, and here you can see that we've got this wide rising trend channel, U-shaped turnaround, and gapping through the old resistance there around the $10 level, while we're on the right side of $10, looking for up to $18 or even $19 by the end of next month as a guess as to where that top of that May rising trend channel is. Another jumping situation is coming up in the form of Fossil Group, and here hit the top of that rising trend channel. The target there was around $4.15, and we hit that and came back. Ideally, now we find support around the $3.50 area and then head back up towards the top of the channel, $4 plus by the end of this month. Interesting setup coming up here at Generation Income. Here we've gapped through the 200-day moving average after gapping up at the beginning of the month. RSI 50 rebound as well. Top of the channel there heading for $2.70, and we're looking for that by the end of this month, while we remain on the right side of the 200-day moving average around $1.45. Next on the list is Mawson, and here we've already got the job done, really. A second target there at the red line, $1.87. That's done, and while we're above the initial October resistance, $1.23, looking for a retest of that $2 area, which is also the top of the 1 year range. Next is Pinnacle Food, and this is also actually with a bit of a delay, hit the target there. So the second target there, the red line, up $4.70, and a bit of a lap of honor on this one. The only problem now is what the next target may be, probably the line that I'm drawing at the moment. So looking for a target towards the $7 area as a best case scenario target, maybe by the end of the year. If we can get back above the $4.80 zone, 70 to 80 zone on that situation. So maybe one more leg to the upside. Interestingly named company next in the form of iRobot, and here breaking through the 200-day line for the first time since September. Above that, looking for the top of that rising trend channel, $9 by the end of next month. That 200-day line currently around $4.60. The last three are next. First one is one we've looked at before, which is Sana. And here, rising trend channel base, top of the channel there, heading for $9 plus, looking for that by the end of next month, while we remain above recent broken resistance, $5.45. So not a bad risk reward situation there. Personal favorite of mine for some reason, Soluna rather, and here we've had a mid-move breakout through the $3.50 zone, and looking for the top of the range, and the third target there, up to $5.10, and hoping for that in coming days, obviously before the end of this month. Double RSI 50 rebound accompanying the move to the upside. Finishing off with Veritone, which we've looked at before, and here you can see that we've blown the lights off in terms of the second target there, that resistance, the red resistance line projection up at $7.17. That means that we're looking for a fresh leg to the upside. Well, we might be looking for a fresh leg to the upside. The upper parallel of that target up towards $11. Looking for that by the end of this month, while we remain above that second target area, basically the right side of $7. That's it for me today. More updates tomorrow.